The East Bladen Lady Eagles took on Wake Prep in a 9-goal thriller in the third round of the state playoffs this Monday. So let's get into it. Jackie Medina Lil got the Lady Eagles on the board first with a low shot that trickled in to make the game 1-0 in the 36th minute. Wake Prep didn't falter after the first goal went in, and after time passed, they slowly took control of the game with several passes back and forth across the middle of the field, and then ultimately got their equalizer in the 27th with Skylar Capps sending in a low shot to make the game 1-1. Wake Prep continued to dominate in the first half, and they eventually took the lead at 2-1 with Skylar Capps getting a second after Carly Giles took on a couple defenders on the wing and served it on a platter for an easy finish for Capps, making the game 2-1. East Bladen came out in the second half with intentions to tie the game, and they did just that, with Nene Ward jumping on top of a loose ball for a 1v1 with the keeper as she chips it over the keeper's head to tie the game at 2-2. The Wake Prep Guardians struck back in the 23rd minute with Addison Roach getting on the end of a corner kick to make the game 3-2. And a minute later, Chelsea Lange of Wake Prep made the game 4-2 after scoring from a very acute angle to give them a 2-goal advantage. East Bladen were able to strike back with individual brilliance from Medina Lil as she dribbled down the flank and crossed it into a waiting Nene Ward for a third goal of the evening for the Eagles. The hosts kept pressing on to get the equalizer, and they did just that with a free kick at the edge of the box. Gabby Robert stepped up for the free kick, and she sent her kick into the bottom left corner of the net to make the game 4-4 with 10 minutes to go in the game. However, Wake Prep were ready for a dogfight, and they spent the last 10 minutes pressing the Eagles. And they finally got the 5th and decisive goal in the 8th minute as their captain, Ella Saunders, took a couple dribbles into space and took a huge shot from distance for the final goal of the evening. And Wake Prep moves on to the 4th round of the state playoffs.